revival last week when he averaged over 100 in defeating Michael van Gerwen, or was it a false dawn? He played pretty well on the tour at the weekend, reached the semi-finals in Minehead.
Adrian said he felt very comfortable last week and at the weekend, which he hasn't done for a long time, so it's got to bode well. This match could be littered with 180s. Two of the game's biggest scorers ever, but frailties on doubles by both.
A match where there is sure to be many more trebles than doubles. There'll be a lot of doubles missed, I think, Wayne. It'll be who can finish the stronger, won't it? They'll both score well, surely. Who can conquer the frailties on the outer ring?
In the last few weeks, Gary Anderson's form on the outer ring has picked up. There was still susceptibility in hitting them. Some points against Phil Taylor, but he got the win last week, Gary. Beat the great man. Michael van Gerwen lost to Adrian Lewis. That was his first defeat. We've already seen Michael, as he said, pocket another 2 points. Can Lewis do the same?
Dreadful start from Adrian Lewis. Anderson nails double 18 and roars through the first leg in a mere 13 darts against the throw. Lewis averaging something in the 60s, having topped the ton with his average last week.
95.
Gary won't be best pleased with the last dart. He was in the line. We've seen this from Adrian Lewis so often, where the first dart goes below the treble 20. Why did you buy one of those suits?
Lewis started this match bottom with just 2 points, but can go above Wes Newton if he wins. Newton beaten by Van Gerwen earlier tonight. Great game. Newton played really well. Van Gerwen too hot.
These two contested the 2011 Premier League final. Gary Anderson won. It's just 5 months after Adrian Lewis beat Gary Anderson in the final of the World Championships. They've got previous. Played each other 20 times. It's currently 12-8 for Adrian Lewis. Last year in the Premier League, they drew one over a longer format, 7 each. And then Gary annihilated Adrian Lewis, 8-1. So anything possible between these two.
Another one there. Leaves Bull. Wasn't messing around looking at the treble. Couldn't hit the middle of the board. So Lewis, chance to break back.
Could go treble 15 or treble 19. Single 10. Double top. No chance. Gary Anderson.
4 tops. Double 10. 2-0 to Gary Anderson. And he's deserved that lead. He's bossed this game. Lewis had half a chance to steal that last leg. But in truth, Anderson is outplaying him.
Well, if Gary Anderson is going to miss, that first start is a perfect place to work on. But he didn't. Adrian Lewis, he's averaging 83, but his rhythm seems okay to me. Seems to be throwing okay, they're just not going where he's aiming, and that's a bit of a problem.
100.
Can be, can't it? That's not going where he's aiming either. That is, when you alluded to the World Final 2011, Lewis hit 20 180s and a 9-darter in that final. He was at his mesmeric best. He's rarely played as well again. And it's over 2 years since then now.
That is unlucky. Left double 13. Now he's left a better double, in my opinion. Double 16. What pressure will he be under?
To get a leg on the board. Anderson waits. He'll keep on waiting. That was a vital double 16 for Lewis. Could have prevented him going 3-0 behind.
Yeah, it really was an important dart. Working his way nearer. Eventually, the dart pierced the double 16. He's got a better rhythm than in previous weeks. Got to convert that into trebles and doubles. I thought there'd be plenty of 180s. Not as yet. Where are they, guys? Where are they?
Well, there was 30 in that world final. Is this the first? Demand it, Wayne. Demand it. Could be another. Should be another. Is another.
Oh, we are quite close to the stage here. Maybe Adrian heard me. Brilliant dance from the twice world champ.
Level the match with an 11-dart leg. Oh, brilliant conversion of the opportunity. Had a glance at Anderson's score, and that really just put more pressure on himself, seeing Anderson was on 76 and Lewis nailed double top. It's 2-2.
You know, Adrian Lewis can deal with pressure, being world champ, and then coming back and retaining it. How much pressure do you want? Gary's first. The game is the lights.
Wes Newton hit 2 180s at the start of a leg against Van Gerwen. Couldn't convert it into a 9-darter. What about Gary Anderson? No.
There have been 6 9-darters in the Premier League since 2005. Sure, we'll see another one this year. The players are too good.
Well, he could leave a round tongue. He would have done. He hit another treble 20.
Gary Anderson is averaging 102.
Far and away is best of this season's Premier League. Another alongside would have left. Double 10 and then a careless third dart.
He's looking for treble 19 for the ball. It's a great setup. I think Gary Anderson is liking this pace. Double 20.
Wayne, he should have been 3 darts and double top there, shouldn't he? Messed around at the end of the last visit, missed a big number, had to burn a dart. 2 14s, 2 7s.
Adrian Lewis, he shook his head after the second dart had missed. Did he put himself off with the third? Talking of third darts, we said that maybe missed doubles. There is double 7. He may have to move over here. He's got to move.
But where? Left, right, and in the middle, Adrian Lewis, well, yes, has conjured something up there. His nickname used to be Lurch. He lurched, and somehow it found its target.
What a brilliant dart that was from Adrian Lewis. So important as well. And look at the angle of the last dart compared to the first two. Must have been 3 or 4 foot over to the right. Brilliant from Lewis.
Amazing dart. The Manchester Miracle from Adrian Lewis. And he leads in this match now by 3 legs to 2, having trailed 2-0. He missed 5 darts at double at the back end of that 5th leg, Gary Anderson.
91.
Well, against Phil Taylor, Gary was popping doubles left, right and centre. And then kind of went off the ball for a couple of legs and missed them.
59. Gary, you require 80.
Kind of a trait of his now. He gets them in bucketfuls and then he misses some. No consistency.
64.
Well, he's twice missed a vital big number at the back end of legs, and he could be made to pay again. Ball!
89. Gary, you require 16.
For a level game. Double 8. Across the board. Double 4. Time you have to go across the board to hit anything. It's never a gimme. He took his time. Got double 4. 3 apiece.
Looking for a 3rd win. The 2013 Premier League. Beat Taylor last week. Beat Whitlock in week 2. That's Gary Anderson. Lewis with just 1 win to his name. Could have 3 180s to his name. Adrian Lewis 3 maximums, but no scores of between 140 and 179.
40.
Straight.
Yeah, halfway through the 7th leg, and not a 140. And there won't be one here either.
Not that you can score 179, Wayne.
I think I have once, so I can't remember.
100.
50 then. For an 11-dart leg. Tops. Yeah. Back in front, Adrian Lewis. The chance set up by the 180 and finished on double top.
Both averages settled down now to 22. Remember, the leg where they kept missing the doubles. That's why this is a good match. Not just because it's close, the pace is good. The trebles were going in. They were going in. Not the treble he wanted.
Lewis having to go through some running repairs on his arrows. You spot anything? Wayne snapping on.
Yeah, there's a you have a little tiny steel ring that goes over the stem that holds the flight. If the ring comes off, the flight becomes loose and it can come out at any time. So just replacing that, and it worked.
81.
Partially. Well, Anderson, who led in this match 2-0, is under big pressure to hold his throw here. He goes 5-3 behind. He'll need to win 4 straight to win the match.
81.
With the Premier League being so tight, you've got to take whatever opportunities you can. Next week, Gary Anderson, Michael van Gerwen. The way he's playing, don't know if you're going to take anything from that. Adrian Lewis, the Davidson. Robert Thornton, who's playing quite beautifully at the moment.
90.
Well, he's left a 2-darter by utilising the 18s.
92.
Most people would have been looking at the 20s to start with. Anyway, let's see if it pays off. Might do if he can hit double 4. Has done. Fair play to him. 4-4 on double 4.
2 darts at double 4 have gone in as well.
96.
Well, Adrian done well there. Going below in the 20s, then the 19s, and eventually finding his target. There we see the table.
39.
That's the top half of the table. That doesn't concern these two at the moment. But will it? But a slappy dart. Wasn't thrown with conviction.
Well, Anderson has given himself a real chance here. Fantastic! Fantastic riposte! A rapier riposte from Lewis. Fourth match.
81, Adrian Lewis 145.
Start on treble 20. And he's got to switch here. This is awkward. Once the treble 20,
48,
in my opinion, that was a dart he shouldn't have been throwing for treble 20. Maybe should have played safe.
121.
Well, that leaves double 10 if Lewis misses. Well, that's okay. 76 left. Still on. Treble 20 leaves double 8. Not anymore.
Double 10. Work his way inside. Not too far inside. What a mess! Made a hash of this leg. Double 20 for Lewis. Double 10 for Lewis. It's catching.
Well, in the fifth leg, Gary Anderson missed 5 darts at double. Lewis won it. In the ninth leg, Anderson missed 3 darts at double. Lewis won it. And that may well be the story of this darts match when the history books are written of the 2013 PDL.
114.
Adrian Lewis is throwing quite beautifully, and I'm on about his action. It's not been as fluent that I can remember for at least, it's got to be a year.
114.
The consistency will come, that is without question.
95.
If Lewis can win this leg, if he can pinch it on the Anderson throw, and Anderson can't go out, so Lewis has got 6 darts here. Lewis will guarantee that he will not lose the game.
Got to get a big treble.
39. Adrian
Kind of tidying it up to leave 130. He's going to be under all sorts of pressure, you feel. Ladies stay there.
90.
Burlington Bertie, 130. Needs a treble, hasn't found it. Lewis then, 2 darts, 71. Treble 13, double 16. Ah, double 10. Double 5.
66.
Gary Anderson,
77.
169, has made a mess of this. At 74, will go treble 14, I think. And does, double 16. What a steal this would be!
45. Adrian 5.
Lewis scratching around for 5. Double 2. Double 1. Well,
No score.
lunacy in the madhouse at the end of leg 10. Anderson was double 16.
For 5 apiece. Somehow, a long game. After all the missed doubles, could have been any score, really.
Well, on this very stage last year, Adrian Lewis played out one of the greatest games in Premier League history against Phil Taylor, ending in a draw. This might follow suit as Anderson hits his 3rd maximum of the match. Not a bad time to do so.
114.
Every treble, vital. What a brilliant leg from both players. Adrian Lewis needs a big one. He's left 170, but Gary Anderson has effectively taken the darts.
85.
Well, at various times in this game, both players will have been favourite. Lewis looking for the big one. The big fish trying to reel it in.
134.
Good setup, but will it matter?
Will it matter? Double top.
82.
No, doesn't matter. 3 darts for a point for Adrian Lewis.
Number 9. Adrian Lewis is going to get a feast to draw to back up the win last week over MVG. Will it be a draw or will it be a win?
140.
Well, when you're fighting for a point, starting with a 140 like Gary just did is brilliant.
123.
All the pressure is on Gary Anderson to hold and nick a point. Brilliant. 4 180s apiece.
That is tough.
79.
It gives Anderson breathing space. He should draw from here, but it's Gary Anderson we're talking about.
165.
What a leg from the Scotsman. Brilliant. Wants double 8 after only 9 darts. We've already seen Wes Newton at 2 10 darters. Can Gary Anderson have one of his own? He can, and wins a point. After all the missed doubles, after all the treble 20s, the 180s, it's 1 point apiece.
Next on the agenda here in Manchester, Simon Whitlock takes on the machine.